Hello, everyone, and welcome to another great game night brought to you by the Wednesday Night Crew. Today we play the game Outgunned. It's a cinematic RPG brought to you by two little mice. Witness the crew of the spaceship Stardancer on their adventure Stellar Heist and Quantum Run. The crew gets to be their characters from Eberron Adventures. Only not really. How does this connect? Is it a multiversal cop-out? A cheap shot for me to buy time for the main storyline? Or is it just one gigantic trolling of our small but mighty listener base? Oh friends, it's none of those things. Let's listen to see what happens.
All right, welcome one and all to the joy that which is the Wednesday Night Crew playing Outgunned cinematic adventure. This one particularly takes place in space, called the Stellar Heist, the Quantum Run, featuring our rowdy, as always, band of role players that are playing space versions of their D&D Eberron characters. In the last session we had some fun little cliffhangers. We had casino owner Tud facing off with Luke mano a mano in his office. And then we had, as I recall, Azuri and Rella were in the hotel with Sable next to the casino, in a room overlooking the top floor of the casino where Luke was. And on the base floor, if I recall, we had Cash Money Records, we had Cash and Skogar on the casino floor, and Cash was starting to have a little bit of he's starting to get a little bit riled up due to some cheating that took place, and he ended up getting refunded for the wagers that he had made, but did not get any additional, love the screen name, any additional refunds of any kind, or discounts, or no free monies. So we will see how long before Luke joins us this evening. And in the meantime, we can focus on the other characters and what they're doing. So if you give me a second, I'll just put something fun up on the screen, just for giggles, or just because it looked cool. Nice little space casino picture. It's totally some serious retro vibes going on here. All right.
That reminds me of Final Fantasy.
I know, right? Yeah, just a little we don't really have any maps or anything per se. This just to kind of give some vibes of what the casino, slightly, Jetsons-esque, 60s futuristic type spot.
Retro future.
Exactly. Thank you. That sounds good. I like that. So yeah, let's so as I recall, we had a scenario where I think it's probably best if we just pick back up where with Azuri and Velma and Sable. So you can sort of catch a glimpse of like some of the windows of the top floor of the casino, but yeah, not so sure that you can 100% see in. If I recall, I think, refresh my memory, but I think Luke actually Did he reach out to you guys or something at some point, saying that he was in that office or anything, or did that just happen on its own? That's what I don't remember. That's the only thing I don't remember. Anybody recall?
I can't recall where we stood on that. I know we have some communications going, but
oh no, I know what it was. It was him telling you to make sure that you got a certain floor in the hotel. Is what it was.
Yes.
That's what it was. Okay.
We had to be above the sixth, fourth.
Yep. All right. So then, yes, above the fifth. So then let's go. Let's shift then, just to see how long it takes before Luke gets here, because that's kind of likely a piece. That interaction piece is connected to Azuri and Valmarella pretty closely, right? Because you're watching to see what takes place there. So let's go back down to the casino floor with Cash and Skogar. So the woman running the table, Cash, is like, okay, well, here's your credits have been returned, and we'd not like there to be any more problems. So please feel free to continue to play at other tables if you'd like.
Well, no, I get it. I understand. You can't obviously give me, the thousands of dollars that I would have won had there not been cheating. I get that. But, I appreciate your quick movement to get those guys out of here. Nobody wants that kind of troublemaker in this place. Well,
that's very true. We don't handle cheating, thievery, pretty much any crime lately. I mean, this is a place for folks all across the galaxy to come and relax and take a load off.
Absolutely, yeah. You definitely don't want that. So I imagine security's pretty high in this place. Obviously, case in point, here you are.
Yeah, I mean, generally, yes, they do. The security staff here is very good at their job. We all stay in pretty close communication.
Right. All right. Well, thank you for your help. Maybe I'll go hit up the space roulettes.
Oh, that sounds great. I hope you enjoy the rest of your time, and truly sorry for your inconvenience, sir.
No problem.
So Skogar, you see this this kind of like unsavory looking dude in like some raggedy clothes, like a trench coat, right? Kind of weaving in and out of the crowd, and see them. They sort of give you like a sideways glance, and then continue, and then like they look away from you and keep moving forward. But they're hovering around you suspiciously close, and I would say that that's something you would just generally notice as you are just kind of hanging out. Maybe you were playing a little bit, just kind of dabbling, checking things out. But yeah, this person, and it definitely looks out of sort.
Oh. Well, Skogar thinks to himself, yeah, they're noticing this suit. I'm looking dapper. Yeah. I'm lucky.
But that's right. Yeah, you dressed up.
Lucky all those lockers were unlocked.
And then you see this person. This person like slowly slides up to you, and leans up, kind of on the stool next to you. It's like, hey, you.
Hey there, bud.
You want to get in on some underground shit?
Do I ever? These,
and then you see
tables are kind of tame.
And if you could, let's see, why don't you bust out some of your six-sided dice here, and why don't you roll focus detect for me, please?
Focus. Oh boy, that ain't great for me.
And tell me how many matches you get.
Oh, well, 2 3s.
Okay.
That actually is about as good as it gets.
enough to at minimum catch a glimpse of a name tag, part of a name tag underneath this guy's coat. And he says, hey, a bunch of us, we got this game. We got this game we like to play in the basement. Yeah. It's kind of like, I guess, it's this game. It's a game based off of like some really old timey ancient thing. It's a gambling game. We just call it booger spitting. We don't got a fancy name for it. We do it downstairs on our break. Well, I don't know if you want to get in on it. You got some pretty big nostrils there, pal. I think you would. I think you might perform pretty well. I might put some stock in you, if you know what I mean. And he elbows you.
Skogar kind of gives a kind of a weird glance. His eyes kind of stare out in the middle distance. And he goes, "Yeah, I think that would be something I'd be into. So lead on there." He leans over. Quinsley. Quinsley.
Oh, I gotta write that down. That's wonderful.
Well, that was only the half that was sticking out from under his jacket.
Right.
So he says yeah, my associates they call me Q. So you can just call me Q. It's a lot easier to say.
Okay, Quinsley. Let's go.
And then as you say that, like you get a very very like vivid flashback of being like in this carnival, in this like medieval times sort of looking carnival outside of a rather large old university, and you see yourself in much different clothing, spitting boogers in a distance contest with some other folks of similar species as yourself, and then as quickly as you see this in your mind's eye, you're snapped back to reality.
Ugh, weird dream.
And he's like, "All right, you come follow me this way." And Cash, you're a pretty observant dude, based on your trope and your job. So you very easily see Skogar like starting to walk away with this rando in a trench coat.
Hey,
I would like to use a stealth roll to follow them without being seen that I'm following them.
Okay, that sounds great.
And if I roll my crime, I got 2 3s.
Okay. I would say barring any unforeseen random incident to take place, that you are currently successfully following stealthily enough.
Does this guy work with the casino?
You don't know this.
Okay.
Gogart just kind of leans into his lapel, says, yeah, hey, I think I'm going to score some crushed star powder. So if anybody else wants to party later, this guy sounds like he's selling me something. We can all sniff down. He walks off.
So you communicate that to the group. Any responses from anybody on that one?
Focus. We have a task.
Trust me, this will help you focus.
Listen, get this guy high as a kite. Maybe we can get some uniforms for the.
Yeah.
We need to. Okay, whatever. Yeah, you're fine. Do what you do, Skogar.
Yeah, sounds like his type of guy. It's willing to wheel and deal. All right, I like it.
So he takes you over to an employees only door. So Cash, as soon as you see him hit the employees only door, you pretty much put two and two together that he either is an employee or has really good access to things. And so Skogar, you're following him through that door. Cash, the door is starting to close.
Oh, I will definitely try to get through it before it closes.
Okay, how about a brawn stunt?
Okay. How about where'd the fourth dice go? Oh, there it is. How about 2 5s for?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a pretty low level.
Because I do that cool thing where I'm like, whoosh, and it closes.
Yeah, pretty much, right, exactly. Like as it's closing, you just kind of like slide, your like shimmy slide through.
Yeah.
And you see there's just like a staircase going down. You can hear a faint voice, and it's not Skogar, and this voice is saying, "Yeah, so we get a handful of us down here. We try to work it around our breaks, and we throw down some credits, and we spit some oogs, and we see who reigns supreme. You know what I mean? Come on, like I want to put my money on you, man. I think you're gonna make me some cash. You're gonna make me some nice loot. I'm pretty stoked." And he continues to like usher you further down the stairs, Skogar. And Cash, you hear that from towards the top of the stairs. Cutting to Velma and Azuri. So what would Velma and Azuri be doing with Sable at this time? Like as you're just kind of like waiting for instruction and stuff. What sort of things would you be talking about, thinking about, be concerned about?
Do we have to disguise Sable, who's not even supposed to be here? We'll just put her in front of the TV and tell her to occupy herself while the grown-ups discuss business.
Do you say that out loud?
I'm saying this to Azuri.
Okay.
And he's a security officer. He should be able to handle her, right?
I was really only good at punching people, and I don't know too much about like disguises and whether or not that's a good idea. But what I really think we ought to do is I think we should be checking out this room and making sure it's not bugged or anything, because sketchy hotels and stuff, they like to put wires and cameras and microphones and everything else all around. So I think we just take the next 2 or 3 hours and really go over every inch of this place and like disassemble the phone and make sure there's nothing weird or creepy in there that might be listening to us, because I really shouldn't be saying all this out loud. It's really going to tip our hand, but I'm going to start looking.
And Azuri just like awkwardly starts looking at like all the little doodads in the room, trying to find any evidence of hidden cameras and microphones and jazz.
As you say, like we should probably like spend the next 2 or 3 hours. As you say that, like you're starting to get through tucking all this to Velmarella, and you see Sable slide from underneath the bed, and she's like, "There's nothing under here, Azuri. It's all good."
Oh, good. I'm glad you're really getting into this. So yeah, just keep checking. There's at least one more bed in here, because I doubt we'd get a room with just one bed. There's got to be at least another one here somewhere.
And Sable says, "There's not one underneath here, so I don't know where it would be." And Velma, I'm as grown up as you are, so you just stop being a jerk. And then she goes to the and then Sable goes to the mini.
I'm gonna look out the window.
The mini bar and just starts taking mini bottles. Because in this universe, she's got many problems.
Looking out the window, do I have eyes on the casino, or is it over the parking lot and we see our ship from here?
You have. There is no lot, because the parking garage is actually like built into the hotel. So what the resort hotel, by the way. So, perfect timing for this, Sean, by the way. So, what you do see is you are able to see, like you see you see what you believe to be on the top floor. You see, there's a lot of very large like bay windows up along the top floor, and you can see like office spaces that look out into space, and you see a figure that looks suspiciously like Luke walking down the hallway, and you see him open a door and then close the door, but at that point you can't see him. You have no visibility to him anymore after he goes through that door.
Okay,
so just as an FYI, that
we just know that he went in somewhere.
Yes, so he is in that room. So let's cut to.
I can at least warn the others that Luke is.
Yeah, please do. Feel free to interrupt me. Interject stuff. Please go ahead.
That's what I do on my space phone, and then
your comms.
I call the others on my comms, and then I turn the magnifying feature app on, and I try to like zoom in on that window that I saw him last.
Okay, sounds good. So cutting to you, Luke. So you see a very, very, very important man who is very business behind his desk.
I can tell by the picture.
Yeah, this picture shows that he's got the cool like virtual transparent screen in front of his, in his upper view, so he can just slide things around a la Tony Stark in Avengers movies and Iron Man and stuff, and he's doing business things on this cool virtual screen, and he says, so why would you think it would be appropriate to come into my office and ask for the singularity key? I mean, who exactly do you think you are?
You haven't heard of me? I'm Luke.
No, I mean the name really doesn't ring a bell. So I hate to disappoint you. I mean, I'm not going to have to call security, am I?
No, definitely not. They've got business elsewhere.
I mean, I have much business, as you can see right here. And you see me, and he's like, he's going like this, like doing this weird ghost typing thing.
Yeah, I can tell.
You can see like backwards letters come up on the ghost screen up above, but it just looks so corny, like the way he's typing. Like it's very almost robotic,
Yeah, you're an important business person.
I very much am, and I appreciate the fact that you noticed that. But I don't really think we have anything to talk about if you only came here for the key, because you receiving the key is a pretty hard no on my end. I mean, we could maybe circle back in a couple weeks if you want.
Maybe touch base and have a one-on-one.
Potentially, yeah. We can talk about it then.
Like bring all our cards to the table.
Yep. I mean,
create some action items.
Maybe if you come with some challenges as to why I, become better prepared for the next meeting, that might be beneficial for you.
Well, let's do a SWOT analysis right now. My strengths are I'm here with my blaster. Your weaknesses are I'm here with my blaster. The opportunities are I get the singularity key and no one gets hurt. And the threat, I think, has been already implied by the mention of the blaster twice already.
Okay. This feels like, oh goodness, what stat would be good for this? So I think I'm loving this. I'm loving the chat messages right now. So yeah, I mean, this is technically a one shot in your character, but your other characters are somewhat connected. So, but I guess who knows if it matters if you live or die or not, Luke, right? I guess, I mean, we don't know that yet. So
Cash, what was our plan exactly? I'm coming in.
Well, I thought we were going to distract and do like a whole heist thing and not just go to go to the manager and ask for everything.
We're
That's
talking
what I
about
thought.
comms now. Well, it turns out that the hotel security is not hooked up with the casino security, so we couldn't check out any schematics or where the vault is. And
so plan B is just get it.
Plan B is just go act nicely.
Or not so nicely.
Get him, Ray.
Got it.
So,
I mean, the whole time that I'm threatening with this bluster, I'm also looking over his shoulder out the window to see if I can see like a hotel room above, or maybe Valmarella and
no.
And I'm sorry, John. What's your character's name?
Missouri.
Oh, I should change.
Missouri are coming sliding down to crash through the windows all brilliantly, and
you see the glory that which is deep space. Because as we'll just say retroactively, as you recall, you did get a great view of the hotel when you were walking down the hall to go into this office. So that's walking down the hall, basically the hotel through the other offices that were all glass windows, right? You could see that. You could see the hotel. You could see the resort hotel like to your left. So as you go into his office, his window only faces really deep space.
It would have been a lot cooler if how I imagined the plan was going to work. But here we are with my blaster and this guy and me asking for the singularity key. And that's all I know.
Okay. Are your do me a favor, just roll do we want to assume would you have your comms open as you're having this interaction? Like how would
Yeah, well sure, of course. What kind of heist would it be if we did it all?
I will give you that opportunity because I feel like these comms should just be open, right?
Yeah.
So that you can all kind of hear each other in what you guys are doing. Since we've established comms anyway for this. So what you did Luke, what you did miss is that some random weird shady looking employee came and grabbed Skogar to bring him down to the basement for a booger spitting contest underground.
Oh, well, that sounds typical Skogar. Good for him.
And Cash followed stealthily. Azuri is checking the entire hotel room for any sort of indication of any kind of bugs, mics, cameras, anything like that. Sable has already checked under the bed because that's where she slid from. Now she's attacking the minibar, and Valmarella is just kind of being kind of bitchy to Sable, and that's really kind of where we are. I might have started things a little bit too soon. I understand, Cash, what you're saying now about like avoiding the plan. So, well, here I am, blaster in hand. You had indicated previously that you might want me to roll something as I'm talking to this. Well, yeah, I mean, so like, yeah, let's talk about this.
Corporate buzzword lingo.
You can have one of two options here, because, well, what you can see is Business Tud is in no way, shape, or form looks like he's at all intimidated by your stance of having a blaster, but
he knows I have an actual blaster.
Well, yeah, you said you have it pointed on him, right?
Yeah. I just wanted, so he's not scared even though he has a blaster pointed at him.
Correct. Yes, he's like still typing away, and he's just sort of like trying to. He's halfway acknowledging you. So you can have like, I mean, realistically, you can play this however you want. You can take an aggressive approach if you want. Get as aggressive as you would like. You can try to back your way out. Whatever you want to do, man. It's up to you. So right now, so
what I see is him at a desk typing on a keyboard with a ghost screen. Is there anything else in the room?
So you've got there's some bookshelves right in the back on the side and stuff. Pretty standard office area. There's a couple chairs in front of the desk and nothing, just your basics, nothing crazy.
All right.
There's a mini Nespresso machine or something behind him in the back, just or like what do they call it, like a K cup, like a Keurig coffee maker or something, you know. And that's really it.
So we have a need for the singularity key more than you do. And if you value your life, I would suggest that you give it to me.
Well, I mean, do you understand singularity key means that there's only one key, and it is not yours to keep. And I don't really understand why you would think that you need it more than I do.
Well, why do you need it?
Because it's mine. It belongs to me.
And I'm taking it from you.
Hey,
oh, so you're okay. So okay. And then he stops typing and he looks at you and he's like, so you're taking it from me.
Yes.
I want to look in the suitcase that Azuri brought with all his security gear that he's scanning for bugs and stuff with, and see if there's like a nano cable, like zip line device that he packed just in case we need to like call in the cavalry and get it down there. I want to be ready.
So I feel like let's see. Let's try focus detect. That's it.
Or I could just ask.
Yeah.
Okay, focus detect.
You could
ask,
or you could just ask him. Do you want him to know?
Okay, focus detect. I got two basic successes.
Okay,
and no, that's not involving computers. So
Azuri, Valmarella was successful in finding something that would be suitable as like a zipline type scenario. Can you give a little bit of a description as to what she actually has found and how this could be beneficial in this situation?
So what it actually is it is it's retractable bindings to be used against an unruly prisoner. So it unwinds a whole bunch, and then you're meant to tie up somebody. They are quite strong because they're meant to restrain larger species. But it does conveniently coil up, and I suppose in a pinch could be a zip line.
All right. So we got that in our pocket if Luke needs help. I haven't heard him hoot like an owl yet, so.
I think it's more of a when Luke needs help, Velma, but yes, not it.
I'm also like scrounging around for something to cut through the glass window. Like, say, if he had an engagement ring, he meant to like pop the question to somebody in the crew. I don't know.
So you've got these. Like, what is your intention? You found these things. So what are you doing next?
I am actually going to cut a large hole in the window so that if I need to, I mean, I'm not paying a security deposit. If I need to, I can try to somehow get a line across to the other building and zip down if necessary.
Okay. So as you start to cut, you can see that like there's a field that's like over the window.
Before I do something really stupid, do I know whether or not it's vacuum outside?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is in like a Jetsons platform dome, right?
This is not. It's space out there.
Oh, well, okay, I'm going to stop.
Well,
we got to come up with another idea for getting over there.
I had something ready to go.
Yeah, when the window pops out and I get sucked into space.
Oh no. So I think that there is I think how this, like, what options are for this is really dependent upon how creative you want to get, because I'm open to whatever. I'm just kind of setting the stage for what you have to deal with. So however you choose to wriggle your way out into a more action-packed situation, please feel free. So, give you a minute to think on that. We're going to slide over to Luke one more time real quick, just because feels like there's a little unresolved angst here that we shouldn't necessarily hang on just yet. And so Business Tud just kind of looks at you and it's not your key. I would really prefer it at this point if you leave. If you don't, I will make sure you leave. And that really is not likely to work out well for you. I don't have time. I have to prepare for some early morning meetings. I need to get my 2 hours of rest soon. I have to finish some work, so I'm going to need you to go.
I'll shoot the K-Cup machine, making sure that my blaster fires through his ghost screen to hit the.
Dang. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I think
all while hooting like an owl.
Love it. Okay. Okay. What feels? Oh, nerves shoot. That's it. Nerves shoot.
Are you sure?
I feel totally, 100%. Nerves shoot.
Excuse me. That looks like it is 3 dice.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were about to say 3 matches. I'd be like, damn, all right. Do you have any feats that could help you in this situation? No?
Gunslinger, I gain a free reroll when using, repairing, evaluating, or handling a pistol or revolver.
Okay, great.
So I rolled 2 6s and a 3.
Do you have any adrenaline?
I do have 1 adrenaline.
You can roll an extra die.
All right, so before I finish, so I have 2 6s, a 3. 2 6s and 2 3s, 2 pair.
Okay. So you got 2 basic successes. So.
And I'm just trying to shoot a standing still stationary object.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so you can you can get a bonus. So like outside of the action of shooting, you can get a bonus free action. So like the free action, so there's like this is kind of similar to one of the other games that we played had this similar mechanic like this, where there was like your action and then a free action, but the free action was like a quick action. So it would be like in D&D, like a bonus action, drinking the potion, like we would do that kind of stuff. So like something simple, quick could be performed on top of what your actual action is. So that's what you'll get the opportunity to do because of the fact that you've stacked these 2. It's not a hard shot that you're making. So I think a basic success is plenty for you to hit. So you shoot that. The beam shoots through part of his screen in the corner. And he kind of like, he jumps for a second. You kind of startled him a bit, jolted him. And he's like, now where am I going to get my coffee for the morning? What is wrong with you? You almost shot Clippy, and he points up at the screen, and like you see a little paper clip down and dancing around the bottom, like looking around like for more fire, for more bullets. And then you see a voice bubble that pops up that says, "It looks like you're under attack. How can I help?" And and yeah, that's so he's like, okay, puts his hands back and he says, all right, listen. I am not going to give you the singularity key.
Then I'll have to get it myself.
That's all there is to it. If you could stop jump scaring me, that'd be great. And you know what? No, I think I've given you enough chances. And he reaches over on the side of his desk and hits a button at the side of his desk, and you see this big steel door come down in front of his window, like in front of his like covering up his office window, and then his office door opens, and you can see coming down from the other end of the hallway, you see these rolling like mech robots that kind of look like a more beefed up version of Johnny Five from Short Circuit.
Okay.
And they're heading down the hallway, and they're like intruder must be disposed of, intruder in office.
I'm going to yell at Azuri that we have to get over there. You have to get over there. There's cavalry's coming in.
Azuri currently has the shower head disassembled, water's pouring everywhere. It seems like this couldn't come at a much worse time. All right, this will be fine. It'll drain. Let's go. Come on, Sable.
Oh, okay. I think I have something that might help in this situation. And she's like reaches into a couple pockets. She's tossing out mini bottles of booze like that are empty, that are in her pockets that for some reason she was holding on to. And then she digs deep into one, and she pulls out this thing, and it looks like a clicker, almost like a garage door opener clicker, or like one of those clickers you would use, like that is Bluetooth connected, that you'd use to advance slides with or something, right? And she's like, looks kind of like one of those types of deals. And then she just holds her hand up to both of you guys, to Valmarella and to Azuri, with this thing in her hand. Just take this thing.
What does that do? What does that do?
My hand's raised.
It's like
don't shoot.
It's a matter transfer device. It can move stuff from place to place as long as you can see it.
Portal gun? Why don't we have one of those, Azuri?
Kinda. It's like a portal pointer.
So if we just like point to where we want to go with this and click the button, and we'll go there.
She says, Sable says, yeah, think about that for a minute. And then we're going to cut to Skogar and Cash. So Cash, you creep up, like you see, you get down to the bottom of the stairs, and you see like it's just like some lockers and shit. There's like storage and stuff, but you see in the distance, you see a room with a door that's partially open with light peeking through it. And as you approach, you see this guy in the trench coat, and he's slapping Skogar on the back, because he's a little bit shorter, so he's slapping him on the back, and he's like, all right, buddy, now's your chance. And he just threw down a stack of credits, Skogar, down on the ground, and you're in this room, and you're surrounded by a bunch of people that look like you, or look like this guy, this employee that brought you down here. So there's a mix of folks, and they're like, oh, and they're like, yeah, let's see what this kid's got. Yeah, come on, man, spit one. Better make it good.
Oh, what now?
And he says, and then one guy says, our guy Beans over here, he's got the high score.
Skogar kind of looks out into the middle distance again, and kind of remembers something about his past, and feels quite enraged and competitive.
Especially because Beans is a trigger word for you.
Right.
It brings back some memories of your younger days. But yeah, you're not, it's very, very flashbacky in its design, and as it starts to make you mad, and everybody's chanting. And so Cash, you look through the doorway, and you look through the crack in the door, and you see like Skogar getting intense, and you see and you're like, what the hell's going on? And what is Skogar? What are you going to do?
So I guess his natural instincts would take over. He thought he was coming down here for something else, Now he sees the clear competition. Something inside of him knows what to do, so he would give a rip.
Roll me a brawn stunt.
Brawn stunt. Okay. Not good. One match, 6s.
Oh, so you got a basic success.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Okay, so
one match. I'm sorry. One match, 1s. But yes, basic success.
So you got 2 1s.
Yeah.
Okay. In this scenario, they are not. They're like there are scenarios where 1s are considered bad. 2 1s are considered snake eyes, but it's not in this scenario. It's something else. So, so you got a basic success. So you hawk one and you fall a little bit short of the best of the number 1, and a bunch of people are like, oh, whoa, that was the first shot. His first shot, he almost got right up to first place. Oh, this game's fixed, man. And then they do another round where there's like 2 other competitors. One of them's Beans, and they hawk and then they hawk their loogies, and Beans ties with himself. And he looks at you, Skogar, and he just and he kind of taps his finger on your chest, and he just says, you ain't going to beat that. You're not going to beat it. You can't do it. Can you?
Skogar kind of goes, well, I got 2 nostrils. Let's try the other side.
All right. Brawn stunt again. Do you have any adrenaline or no?
Currently?
No. Okay.
No, and same result. Quite literally, 2 1s.
Wow. All right. So yeah, you fall short again, and that dude, the employee dude that bet all that money, loses his credits. And he's like, man, I thought you was somebody. You ain't shit. And he just shakes his head, turns around and walks away. And everybody else is just kind of pointing and laughing at you at the fact that you were unsuccessul. So just get out of here.
Skogar kind of gives a wink over to Cash now they see him walk into the area. Almost like maybe Skogar took a dive. He walks back to the what did I say? Quinsley?
Yeah.
Hey, Quinsley. Yeah, maybe you bet on the wrong horse, but I saw that was a lot of credits. That's going to set you back. Tell you what, I noticed those lockers back there we passed in, one of them had your name on them, and I happened to notice none of them were locked. So why don't you just kind of maybe look the other way, and I'll make my way out. And he puts down however many, he kind of hands out real sly like however many credits that Quinsley put down in the game.
Damn. Give me a smooth speech.
Okay. Didn't go well last time. Oh, all right. 2 6s.
Okay. So, basic success. So, I mean, it's not the smoothest slip of cash that you've done in your time, but he's like, oh man, I take back what I said. You're an all right dude.
Yeah.
And he just takes.
And I wasn't here, by the way.
He just takes your credits and he's like, I don't know who the hell you are. And he turns around and goes back to the group. All right, guys, come on. Who am I putting my money on? Let's go. And then you catch back up with. You walk back out and Cash is out there waiting out there. Anything Cash you want to say?
Yeah. At this point, I want to grab like some. There's lockers back here. We're back here. I'm like, well, I thought maybe we could. My plan was to get some security outfits, do the whole security infiltration, but apparently, and this is like coming in through the radio right now. Apparently, Luke is. Demanding the singularity key right now, and so we could switch it. We could still get security. We go up there to help the manager, but we really also help Luke take the singularity key because Luke Luke really effed this thing up, if you ask me. But
It sounds like a plan.
But as Azuri says, not that anybody's listening. All right, yeah. We'll grab some security outfits if we can from here.
All right. And then how many credits am I down? What would that be now?
It's like 10.
Okay.
It's really not that much.
Yeah.
He made it seem like this whole big deal, and it's like chump change that they're betting just to add insult to injury. So we're gonna go. Let's cut back, Luke. Let's cut back to you. So you've got two mini mechs coming through this doorway, heading towards you, and both of them open fire upon you. I think it's probably best for you to roll I need you to roll a reaction and roll a brawn stunt, please.
Brawn stunt. So I had one adrenaline. Do I still have it, or did I use it?
I think you still have it. I think it's just something you have, as I recall. I'll look it up later.
Up, right? Like your adrenaline just keeps going.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's how it's being treated. Because it's like, it doesn't make sense if you use it and then lose it right away. It's not like inspiration, It feels like it should be like indefinite until you fill it. Because when you fill it, I think is when it resets and you get a spotlight.
Got it. All right. So here's the deal.
Okay.
I rolled 5 dice.
Okay.
I have 1 basic success because I have 2 4s.
Okay.
But I also have a 1, 2, 3, 4 straight. Does that count for anything? A small straight.
It's all matches. It's only matches.
Okay.
Only matches count. So does that mean you have 3 4s or just 2?
No, I have 2 4s.
Okay. So you are let's see. No, that's okay. So you're actually able to.
I mean, can I tell you what I'd like to do?
Yeah, tell me what you like to do. I'll tell you.
What
I'll tell
I'd
you
like
how successful it
is get behind the desk with the guy.
Okay.
So that the desk and the guy are between me and the robots.
Okay. Let's see. So you are. Sorry, just checking one thing real quick to make sure I have this
all
right.
the while hooting like an owl. I sort of sound more like Ric Flair though. Woo!
Yeah. Okay. So yes. So you are. You're able to. It's really not like you just barely make it back to avoid getting shot.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of like falling. You don't really have your balance. You've kind of fallen over, and you're like you're like next to his chair towards the falling, and like behind his desk. So you are back there, but you don't have your footing at this moment.
Right.
And he looks down at you, says, this could all have gone so much easier if you had just left. And like he spins his chair and then tries to kick you. Can you roll a brawn stunt to see if you can dodge it, unless there is a better stat that would work for you that you could justify using instead. That would be what I would suggest.
No, that's good.
Okay.
Basic success.
Okay. Yeah. So he swings. He taps you with his foot. He doesn't really hurt you.
And I say this would have also gone a lot easier if you had just given me the singularity key.
That's what you sound like right now. That's what you sound like, a little baby on the floor, rolling around, and the mechs get closer. So we're gonna cut back. So Cash, Skogar, you guys have your outfits. You're good. You're heading back up the stairs, I assume.
It, baby.
Okay, and you're hearing all this. Yeah, and you're hearing all this go on. You're hearing all this noise and stuff and this fighting going on for Luke. And let's go to Velma and Azuri. Any plan to use this device?
Sure. If she can portal us across behind the mechs, I would like to first grab a sonic screwdriver and a pack of old school computer jumpers from Azuri's security bag.
Okay.
And ask Sable to put me behind the mechs.
So Sable says, she's like, I don't know how to use this damn thing. I just know what it does. Someone gave it to me. I want it in the bed. I don't know. I never here. And she hands it to you, saying, "You can use this. You're smart."
Azuri takes one look at it and just goes, I've never seen one of these before in my life. This seems like it's right. I'm afraid of like atomizing myself by just hitting a button or something. What that might do if you get teleported? Is it really you that comes out on the other side? I have dread about these sort of existential questions.
All right, so
hand it over. I'll
use it over to Velma.
I'm going to use focus detect, or is there a better one? To try to figure out how to use it.
Oh, I would say focus. Let's see. I would say like
either
focus
no or
no.
detect.
I would say focus no. But while you can roll your dice, but Azuri, I want to tell you something. So as you hand this device over, and Velmarella grabs it from your hand, your mind is instantly transported back, and you are in the middle of a snowy open forest area, and you see a much differently clothed Velma above you with a dagger in her hand, plunging it into your chest viciously. And you feel the searing pain in your chest, and then boom, you snap out of it, and you're back you're back in the room again.
So as this happens, Azuri recoils some from this memory and the pain and involuntarily clicks the button.
Yes. Perfect. So you click, okay, so oh boy. Yeah. All right. So you click the button. Let's see. I think what's probably would be, why don't you, Azuri, you should roll I'll say, roll either smooth style or focus no, whichever one gives you better dice.
Well, it's the same, so let's do focus no.
Okay.
Because he has no focus right now.
Do you just have a lucky innate knowledge of did you just get lucky?
Okay, 2 5s, a 3, and a 6.
Okay, so you got a basic success, and you press the button, and this basic success will put Azuri, you are transported. You suddenly see yourself appear behind, like standing behind this guy sitting in a desk chair, and you see Luke on the floor. So you're pretty much behind both of them, like just all of a sudden. So like Luke, you see Azuri appear in front of you instantaneously. And you guys know of like this type of technology existing and having seen it. It's not like a shock to you, like in that way. You're not like shocked like you've never seen this before. It's magic. It's more of like a, oh shit, like you came out of nowhere.
I'm just more shocked that my hooting worked.
and Velma, you actually appear directly in front of the two mech robots.
That's fine.
As that happens, just real quick, then Sable appears, like she just appears directly in front of you, Cash. Like, and she's like, "Oh, Cash, what are you doing?"
No, what are you doing? I'm just standing here.
Honestly, I don't even know. Like Azuri handed this clicker thing that I got to Velma, but then like he freaked out. I just pressed the button, and all of a sudden, poof! Here I am.
Well, that seems very handy.
And she pokes you in the belly, and she's like, "What's this shit you're wearing? Is this like a costume or something?"
Yeah, it's a disguise. This is a heist, so like disguises are usually a key integral part of that.
Oh, you want to put like a sheet or blanket on me? I'll be a ghost and be like, ooh, like I can hide somewhere.
Could he not talk for a minute?
I can try.
Be a silent ghost. Let's do that. Let's put a sheet over you. Put you in the corner over here. You give me that clicker, and you be a silent ghost, because that's even more scary.
No, I don't have the clicker.
What do you mean? Where's the clicker? Did you just appear with the clicker? Who clicked?
No, I think Azuri clicked.
Where's Azuri?
I don't know.
All right. Well, here's a sheet, and I grab a sheet. Silent ghost. Okay, don't come on till we come get you. Stay right here. Stay really, really quiet.
Cash. Now I know better. You're not gonna come get me.
What are you talking about?
You left me at that bar we went to like 2 months ago, and I haven't forgotten it.
Well, I did.
Do this shit again.
I forgot about it. It's time to move on, Sable.
Obviously.
Sable, it's time to move on. You're a good. You're a person, and you should move on.
She's like, I'm not wearing this damn sheet. She rips it off, and she stomps and walks ahead of you both.
It's not me. It's you.
It's most definitely you. And then she pulls another bottle from the mini bar out of her pocket. Just slams it and then throws the bottle at you, Cash, and just keeps walking. And then we're gonna go. So you guys are heading. You've heard all the commotion going on where Luke is, and then Azuri. You actually hear over the comms, Cash say, "Where's Azuri?" And like, are you reacting to any comms at all?
Azuri just kind of freezes and is looking at Lucar here and just kind of mouths, "What's going on? Where are we?"
I have no idea, but Sable just appeared. Like, I get that you'd want to click her away, but why did you click her to me?
Did you get your ring back, by the way?
Does the important looking businessman notice me behind him here?
Well, since you said something, since you asked, he kind of glances out of his side eye. Oh, and you might be?
Azuri clicks the button again.
Okay. So,
Well,
roll,
if it works anything like in the hotel room, then the businessman, Tuddy, Luke, and Azuri would be teleported somewhere else.
I would like you to roll, Azuri, I'd like you to roll focus no. And based on what successes you get will determine how much you get to dictate who goes where.
All right, here we go.
Based on what you can see.
Because I am now out of eyesight of him.
I got 2 1s, a 2, and a 3.
Okay. So you got a basic success. So you can send now. Keep in mind where you can see, right? So the first time was kind of glitchy. So this time, like, it's pretty much what's within your visible field, and you can send a player, or you can send an NPC, and if somewhere, and within your vision, and if so, who and where.
So from my view, can I like see down the hallway?
Yep. Mm-hmm, you can.
Lucar? Yeah,
by where like the elevator and stuff is. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sending the businessman way down there so that it's just Lucar and I in this room.
So, okay, but the mech robots are also like, by this time they're at the end of the hallway. They're like starting to come into the room, and Valmarella is actually in the room, like, but right in front of them. So as they first start to enter into the room, so that's going on in front of you. Business Tud is transported all the way down by the elevator, and you hear this like kind of quieted voice, like, "What the hell am I doing? How did what?" And you can see in the distance he's turning around to start walking back, and he's like, walking in a huff, like moving his arms quickly back and forth. And does anybody else want to do something before we go back to Cash and Skogar?
Yes. I was going to use my focus no on the clicker, which I never received. And I wasted 3 1s and 2 2s.
Oh, wow.
So instead, I am going to try to do a gymnastic flip over the 2 robots. And then next action, I will try to use a sonic screwdriver to take off an access panel on one of them. This action, trying to do my gymnastic flip, I'm going to use nerves and dexterity. The rules say that I can use skill and a nerve. The nerves and I'm sorry. The attribute and the skill are just suggested groupings. Okay. I can use any skill and any attribute. So I will use nerves and dexterity and try to flip over these 2 guys before they shoot me. And this is even better. I got, no, this isn't even better. But I do have 3 2s, so still a critical success.
Yes. So you got a critical success, which has enabled you to do the flip over them. So you are officially behind them now.
So I'm behind them, and I'm willing to cede the floor to my colleagues in the casino.
Yes, so Cash and Skogar, you are coming up the stairs. Sable is already well ahead of you.
Hey, Max. He looks over at Cash.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's your name tag says there? Max Power. Here you go.
Hey, yeah, look at me.
Looks down, he goes, hey, look, Bergweird here was packing, and he like pulls up a little pocket on his shirt, holds out a little baggie. Check it out. We got Stardust all along. Yeah.
Good deal. This is like 2 birds and 1 stone kind of thing.
Right. You want something before we go in?
2 space birds, 1 space stone. Keep it topical. Yeah, I think right now I kind of want to stay alert and ready. We have to go pick up Azuri and pick up Luke, see if we can't get that singularity key. So let's make our way to the front office, the head office, shall we?
Yeah, well, more for me.
So you guys head up to the front of the casino, closer to where the elevators are, and you're by the elevators. But there's also stairs off to the side as well.
Are there any like keys in these outfits, like any type of passcode keys or anything like that?
Well, why don't you let's see. Why don't you give me? Oh yeah, okay. How about we do focus and awareness?
Awareness is under crime on my sheet.
Yeah, I know. But I'm going off of Andrew's rules. He's better at reading rules than I am.
You can mix any.
Yeah, mixing them together.
Okay. They're just suggestions. You can mix anything you want.
Okay. I mean, it's the same either way. So
focus and awareness. Tell me what you get.
Ooh, I do not get anything. 432.
Okay, so you
looks down, pats his pocket. Nothing here. And a teal powder comes flying down out of his nostrils.
Why don't you roll, Skogar? You roll a focus awareness.
Yeah, he failed miserably.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I was rolling it too, so I'll take that as that.
You only had what, 2 dice? How many dice did you have?
3, but no.
Okay, got it. Okay, so yeah, you're of no use. And Cash, you see, you've got some unmarked, a couple unmarked like swipe cards and stuff like in your pocket. Like there's like one's one color, like one's like a red color, and there's a red color one, a green color one, but no other discernible markings on them.
And I have to assume that the offices are on the top floor. That'd be my guess. That's where I'd want to be.
Yeah, I better stick to you. Mine says trainee.
Perfect.
And I hit the elevator button and try to go up as high as I can.
All right. Bing. Elevator door slides open. There's no one on the elevator. You may enter. And Skogar, are you going too?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Cash, you see that there is a card swiper that's next to the 5 button in the elevator.
Well, I mean, at this point, I just start swiping, right?
Okay. What are you swiping?
Anything and everything until something happens.
So you've got a green one and a red one.
Let's go green. Green means go.
Okay. You swipe the green one, and that number lights up. The doors close, and you start to head upward.
Hey, all right.
And we're gonna come back to Luke. You have a chance to like get up and stuff and whatever.
I would like to reach around the desk and push the button that he pushed earlier.
Okay.
Specifically, I'm hoping that the metal door will rise up from behind the window.
Okay. The metal door slowly starts to rise.
And I'm like, Azuri, you can see out the window, correct?
I mean, as soon as it gets far enough, yeah, I think I can, yeah.
And then it stops. Right as you say that, and the door, and you can hear like this hydraulic type humming noise, and like it's jammed.
Okay. I'm going to take.
It wants to keep moving, but it's not moving.
I assume I need to not waste any more time though, and I'm going to shoot at the Charlie Fives. Johnny Fives.
Good call. You're going to want to use so depending upon what combo, I would say you could do either a brawn fight or a focus fight. I would say. Or wait, no, we would say shoot. Sorry, my bad.
Nerve shoot, right?
Yeah, nerve shoot. Or focus shoot.
There's no shoot under focus.
I know. It's combining them in a different way.
No.
Because they don't have to pair up to the grouping.
I got a basic success. Okay. And I can re-roll, so I can re-roll the other 2 dice because I'm using a gun, right? I'm a gunslinger.
Yes.
3.
Yep.
And then I got 3 3s, so critical success.
Okay. So you managed to hit a Mac, one of these mini Macs, but what actually like what do you don't completely, you don't destroy it, but how do you hit it? What do you think you do? You've pretty much taken it to halfway.
I think I shot its visual sensor so that it is not able to see.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing for us.
Yeah. So you see, it's like, and like one of the arms malfunctions. And one of its 2 shoulder turrets like is looking like kind of going like all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's like its equilibrium looks off.
Then I look around to the guys who's around me, Azuri and Velma, and say, "Hey, I think we're outgunned."
So you should get a +1. You can get a +1 dice for that on your next roll. +1 free die.
Nice.
To use however. Do keep in mind though, your character may also have a catchphrase that could also be utilized at some point. If the opportunity presents itself. Let's see here.
They?
Oh, you don't? No, you can make a catchphrase for yourself because yours is blank.
Okay.
So you can make a catchphrase.
Man.
You just got to let me know.
This is the most pressure I felt all night.
You don't have to use it right now. I'm just saying, like, it's something that you should use for your character, because if you find the opportunities to use it, you get bonuses for using it. That is the benefit. Okay. So, yeah, you guys are outgunned. Velma,
we are. However, I would like to use that sonic screwdriver to remove the access panel on the one that was not shot.
Okay.
And then next round, I will.
I would say here's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to call the panel removal the free action, and then we'll allow you like your actual legit action.
I would like to, after removing the access panel, to use focus fix, to use the computer jumpers.
Do it.
To reprogram the flip the polarity basically on the warbot and make him on our side. That's the goal, and the roll turns out to be one basic success. I'm going to roll the 4 non-successful dice with my free reroll for all things computer related. Shit. That was 3 2s. So I got a critical success and 1 basic success out of that.
But the collected in total, or you
in total.
With your reroll that gave you...
With the reroll that gave me the critical success. I got 3 2s on the reroll.
Okay.
With the 2 1s on the original.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, great. That's awesome. So you get in there, you have done the reprogramming with the sonic screwdriver. The sonic screwdriver does not break, it remains intact. What would you like the reprogramming to do?
I just want him to be on our side and follow our command. I guess he's going to follow my commands. That was most expedient.
Yeah. So now you have a mini mech NPC to aid you. So that has happened.
I will ask him to shoot the other mech.
Okay.
Or whatever he does. I don't know what his capabilities are, but attack the other mech.
Understood. So we're going to go, as you say that, we're going to go back to Cash. Cash Skogar, elevator door opens. You see a long hallway, and you see a guy walking with much fervor in a business suit, heading towards the end of the hallway, where you see 2 mini mech robots, and you can make out in the distance some of your fellow crew members up ahead. What would you like to do?
I will pull out my little laser pistol. I'm like, hey, buddy, what's going on, man? Boss?
Chief?
And he freezes in his step. He freezes in his step as he's walking away. He turns and looks over his shoulder at you. Says, what are you doing up here? You shouldn't have access up here.
Security, man. This is, I'm max power. I'm head, new security guard. I heard there's some security needed up here. We need to relocate the singularity key, it sounds like.
I've heard no such thing.
I mean, this is the report I'm getting, is that somebody's looking for the singularity key and it needs to be moved quickly. So I'm here to take the singularity key where it needs to go, to the new, high-tech, Plan B hiding spot place.
I
mean, Cash has smooth talk.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. Yeah, you've got. Oh, okay, yeah. So you've got your silver tongue feet.
I think absolutely do.
I think now's a great time for you to try some. Seems like smooth speech might be the best.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
with a free
5.
non-penalizing reroll.
All right. So, oh shit! I got 4 threes out
You
of
did
5
not.
rolls. I did too.
That is amazing.
I'll re-roll the 2 to see if I,
I mean,
can get a 3.
you
should
can
I try
it's
it?
it's a freebie. It's
Should I
not
get
going
the
to hurt
Yahtzee? Right?
you. can try.
Oh, I didn't get the Yahtzee, but that's
That's
all right. I
okay.
got 4 threes there.
You got an extreme success. It's like the first one of this evening, I believe. So Business Tud looks at you. You know, this feels something about this doesn't feel right, but I suppose you may be right.
Here's the thing, man.
Well, it is my first day. He's just training me.
These crooks, they do their homework, man. They know exactly what we're doing. So what do? We do what they don't expect, which is give me the singularity key to take to somewhere safe.
Listen. And he points to Skogar. Get him out. Get him. He's nowhere near the key. Get him out of here now. Make him go somewhere.
All right.
Okay.
Get the step and go back down, secure the first floor. All right.
Yeah, I got to check back with HR anyways. I got to sign more paperwork.
Yeah, absolutely. Get the PTO all taken care of. Get your direct deposit all taken care of. That's the shit that they're asking for.
Don't forget to sign up for the 401k. I yell down the hall.
He points at you.
You definitely.
Good idea. Yeah. Thank you.
He points at you, Cash. And he's like, "All right, fine. You follow me." And you see him like he reaches into his pocket. He pulls out this handheld device, presses a button on it, and the door to his office closes. So now all of you that are in that office space are in there all together with the door closed. So you don't see where Cash gets taken. And then Cash, he takes you over, and there's like a wood panel, like a panel. Before it gets to be all glass, there's panels that are next to the elevator on either side, and he hits one of them and it slides open, and there's a door, and he punches a code in, and as he punches this code in, that door slides open. He says, "Come with me."
Let's go.
And then the door closes behind you as you guys go down a hallway, and it doesn't really make sense from like a map layout standpoint. It's sort of like you like, oh, I swear we just kind of have been on this up incline for a while, and then we turn left then right then left then right. This doesn't seem like it makes any sense from a time and space perspective, as far as based on the size of the building and such that you're in, right? So it's almost like you walk through a different dimension that's a different space.
It happens.
Walks you down this long winding hallway, and gets to another door. And he leans up and he puts an eye in front of this sensor that it's like she goes up and down, and it's reads his eyeball, and the door opens, and he takes you inside, and there you're in this room, and in the center of the room you see a pedestal, like top and bottom pedestal with a rather large, it's almost like comedic key to the city large kind of size key that's just sort of hovering in this field, in this circular force field around it, just like kind of floating. And he says, and he goes, and he looks at you and he says, "So there you go. If you can see if you can get the key, Cash." And he clicks a button.
What?
And he clicks another button on his little handheld thing, and he just disappears. And as he disappears, this thick smoky mist starts to slowly seep in from a couple vents in like the corners of the room.
So you do know who you're talking to.
Nice. Nice little twist there. I'm gonna use take a bio break real quick. So maybe talk on the comms amongst yourselves of what you're gonna do, both in the office that are trapped in the office still, and then I will say, Cash, that you are able to communicate with your comms connection still goes through wherever you are. I'll be right back.
Hey, cool, you guys. I think I got the singularity key. Problem is, I might be dying soon. Walk right into a trap. So,
So far, this has gone a lot better than our last job.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm going to die here. I'm clearly in a trap. So, if you could triangulate my position and come rescue me, that'd be really cool.
Sure. I guess Tuddy had closed the door here on the office, but I have a battle bot who can maybe cut through the door.
What's its name?
Unless our... What is his name? Let's just call him Terminator.
Yeah.
The good one. Terminator... Which was the good one? Terminator 3? We'll call him Terminator 3.
T2 was good.
Whoa, spoilers.
Well, I meant which one was the good Terminator?
On a side note, did you see that James Cameron joined the board of the AI corporation? It's like...
Yes, because we're never going to film another movie. We're just going to have them all AI'd and stable diffusioned out of the...
It would be like joining the board of a company that was going to make a big, giant, unsinkable ship. Like, you know what movie you made, James Cameron, about AI?
It's ironic.
Yeah. Or he wants to join a corporation that wants to collect aliens and use them for weapons. Like, dude. Anyhow,
Watch your own movie?
I have a feeling that Velma can help us get out and we can get to you. So send us your coordinates, Cash.
Well, I mean, triangulate me. I said triangulate me. You figure it out.
Okay, I'm going to get my
get the signal. Find out where I'm at.
Phone out, and I'm going to go
turns.
click on the find my colleague's space phone. And pinging.
I'll share. Let's see if there's a share location app on. No, come find me.
All right, so
well, that's going to be tricky because you went up that ramp and you turn left and you turn right and
who's doing what? What's happening?
BattleBot, which we call T3, is I instructed him to cut our way out of the office through the door.
Okay.
So unless Azuri can figure out how to override the security code and open it.
So there's still the issue about the other mini mech that's not under your
he
control?
hasn't been killed already?
No. Those actions still need to be taken. So
then I guess BattleBot is currently occupied.
Yeah, we'll give you 4 dice on the, we're going to call it focus shoot for the 4 dice focus shoot for the mini mech that you are controlling.
Okay. With 4 dice, I get no successes. So it wouldn't hurt to re-roll, I guess. With a re-roll, I get a basic success.
You only get a re-roll if you get success in the first place. Yeah. So you just fire wildly. As you're not quite used to fully controlling this yet. So you're still you're kind of still making adjustments on your sonic screwdriver, right? Because you did the change, but you're still trying to finalize things, so you're not quite there yet. What would Azuri? Would you like to do something? Luke, what about you?
I mean, there's still the other one, right?
Skogar. Yeah.
Do we have one BattleBot in our control, but there's another one still shooting at us.
Yep.
I would like to shoot that one again.
Do it.
Can Azuri see out the window? There was a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you might not need to do anything because I got 3 6s and 2 4s. So a critical success and a basic success, as I'm sure you need.
So as you hit the mini mech with this blast, you shatter its head, and it just sort of powers down and goes as it just slumps and is inoperable. So now you have a closed door, a mech that's on your side, and you're all in this office space. Cash, what are you doing about the key?
I'm gonna look around this office. First of all, I'm start holding my breath and then see what's in this office here, or this storage area, I guess. See what else besides this key. Is there anything like a control panel, anything like those?
Focus awareness.
Okie dokie. No, that's nothing doing there.
Okay. You haven't found anything yet.
The
mist is slowly rising.
Let's go ahead and I'm gonna shoot the top of the panel that's holding the key, like the top part of it. See what that does.
Okay. I would say nerve shoot probably because it's a pretty tense situation.
Do it. That
feels like a good combo.
I think I rolled exactly the same numbers, which gives me nothing.
Gotcha. All right, so you just shoot wildly and don't hit it. You're starting to get a little bit nervous as you see this mist fly up. You actually like your mind kind of like goes somewhere else for a second, and you have a moment where you see yourself in this very like stark lab, like medical lab type space, and you're strapped to this bed, and there's somebody in medical gear over you telling you, okay, so this process this should get rid of the blurring virus. We hope. I mean, we've only really tested it once before. It's definitely it's quite risky. And then as they say that, and you're sort of feeling this sense of like potential, dread and like finality, and then you snap back out of it and you're back in this space in the space with the key again.
Yeah.
And we will think about what else you might want to try to do or roll for. Let's go back to y'all in the office space. What are you doing now?
Luke shot the other mech and destroyed it. Is that correct?
That is correct. And you're mute, Luke. If you're muted.
The business guy shut the door from outside of here, right? He was in the hallway.
Correct.
I mean, I'm going to look around on the desk and see if there's any other buttons that might possibly open the door. What would that be, like focus detect, I'm guessing? Or maybe I could just like say to the glass ghost screen, open the door to this office, please. While I'm searching, I don't have any success.
Here, try this. He throws him his trainee badge.
So yeah, we didn't figure out, like, Skogar, where did you end up going? Like, because Cash just sent you away.
He sent me away, but then they stormed off. So he said he was going to go, but he never indicated going anywhere. So I assume he's just standing still in that hallway.
Okay, yeah. So you're in the hallway, and the door is closed.
Watching the cutter, the robot cut through the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
As it's slowly, the laser cutter is slowly going through. Time is just dragging. And
that Skogar would like to either wait until it's at a good point and give it a good kick, or try to assist it as it's going through, and just kind of ready to barge.
Oh, it's going to be a minute.
Yeah, but
it's
that's
slow. It's a slow process. This is a solid door. We're going to shift our attention back to Cash briefly. What are you doing?
I'm going to attempt to just grab this key then, since shooting has not worked.
Okay.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Do it.
I grab it.
You grab it.
Cool. Hey guys, have you triangulated my position yet?
We're trying.
Okay, because like this gas is like it's coming, and I have a feeling it's not good gas. It's not like laughing gas or just just cool mist. For aesthetic purposes. It's probably poison. So
Is it creeping on the ground, or is it like just ambient?
No, it's rising. Like it's coming on is rising.
Okay, so maybe if you like get on the floor, you got a few extra seconds.
At this point, Cash, at this point, as you say it's rising, you realize that you've grabbed the key, but you can't move the key. And at this point now, you also can't pull your arm out.
Hey, how does that clicker work?
That's a really great question. I think it's a side thing, but are there any windows there?
No windows.
I mean, the first time I did this, I didn't need a window. I just sort of clicked it, and we went to a place I couldn't see. So maybe if I just do that again. So let's see. How did I do that? And he's like arranging it in his hand. Like, okay, I got really scared, and then I went ahead and I pushed it. So, are you ready? Am I ready?
I mean, yeah, yeah.
Okay, smoky room.
And he pushes the button.
Okay.
And now on the main
closed.
casino floor.
So Azuri, all you guys see Azuri just pop out of existence, just disappear.
Wow.
And Azuri, you reappear and you find yourself in like a lounge area with a bunch of high back chairs and a bunch of guys in suits, smoking cigars and just hanging out. And the one looks at you and tilts his head. And he looks like this guy. And he says, "What? Who are you? And what are you doing here?"
Azuri closes his eye and says, "Big key, big key, big key, big key, big key." Presses the button. You gave the person who always wants to run away a button to literally run away.
So, did you say Binky or Big Key?
Big key.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah. So you're zapped. Like you pop out of existence again, and you pop back in, and you're in like a. You can hear the casino noise, like nearby you, but you're in a different part of the casino, like off to the side. And turns out it's like it's a hall of like, collectibles and rarities and stuff. And you see at the end of this hall, there's this really fancy display, and it's this tube with a field inside of it, and you see a key inside this field, right? And then around it is just a solid wall. And you see it's like, then there's all these lights pointing at it, and it's like, and the plaque next to it says the singularity key, and it's a blurb about what the singularity key is. But as you take a second look and you see a hand holding the key. But you can't see, like, you just see a hand poking through this field holding the key from the other side.
Azuri's gonna sort of run over to it, and he's gonna come and say, Cash, are you grabbing the key right now? Is that?
Yes, I am.
And Azuri's gonna, against his better judgment, reach his other hand, not the one holding the clicker device,
Okay.
to grab Cash's hand around the key and just say, "Is this you?" And he touches him, or the hand.
Cash, you see a hand come from the other direction and touch the key.
Oh, hey. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, there's your hand, Missouri.
I see your hand.
Yeah, you see this? You see this?
For those listening, that was a single finger gesture.
While
presented.
clutching the key, I extend the middle finger out. Yes. You see that? What am I doing? How many fingers am I holding?
Yeah, I saw that. How badly do you need your hand? Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and try this again.
I mean, I would really love to keep my hand attached to my arm, attached to my body. That'd be great.
Right now it's not, so I don't think I can make it any worse.
I mean, I feel like it feels like it is.
And while holding Cash's hand and around the key, Azuri's gonna look down the hallway just a couple of feet, and he's gonna push the clicker button.
Okay. I would like you to roll focus. No. This is Azuri. Roll nerves. No. Nerves plus no.
Okay. Two 4s and 2 1s, so 2 basic successes.
2 basic successes. So, with a very, very physically jolting push and pull, Azuri and Cash, you both find yourself at the opposite end of this hallway, and you're both standing side next to each other, holding hands, and this key in between you.
Nice.
As you are, as Cash, you are now free.
With my other hand, I give Azuri the awesome forearm handshake. Dude, let's go.
Just watch that you don't push that button right there. That one that you're grabbing the arm in. Just don't hit that.
Come on, we got the key. Let's get the heck out of here.
And then as you say that, an alarm goes off.
Before that happens,
a rather loud alarm. And so the alarm has gone off. You've got the key. At this point now, as the alarm goes off, the door finally gets cut through and the door falls. So Luke and Valmarella, you see Skogar on the other side in the hallway. The alarm is going crazy. You've heard everything. Let's go around the room here, and what are you guys doing? So we can close out for the evening here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I heard on the comms that you got the key. So before we leave, I'm going to go into Tuddy's executive bathroom and grab a roll of toilet paper just in case Captain Lissa needs it.
As Termy, come on, Termy, let's go. Is finishing cutting through the door. Skogar gives it a good kick, and I'm assuming it kind of bends open with the molten, dripping metal kind of subsiding around the edge, and then we now have a passage out to the elevator. Yep. So I guess elevator shaft at this point, because we're locked in.
Oh no, the elevator, you're fine. You should be able to. I mean, you can press the elevator button.
Okay.
Does the mech hover like a Dalek, or does it have like tank treads or like feet?
It's got
what?
wheels.
Okay.
You said Johnny 5, so it's like tank treads.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. And so, Cash and Azuri, like, what are you guys doing?
I am looking for the immediate exit.
Okay.
Yeah, we're running
Okay.
hand in hand, I think.
I think, you guys still hold
like
the
we're
key
running with
like
our keys,
this,
like-
running with it. That's great. So you guys are running in sync, sort of.
Sort of, yes.
Security are kind of scrambling around, like trying to see what's going on. Two goons come up to both of you, and they see you, Cash, still in your security uniform, and they see Azuri not in a security uniform, and they have their hands at their hips, like about to pull out blasters on both of you.
Hey man, the big boss is in trouble. You gotta get back up to his office right now. He told us to grab the key and go. But he's in trouble. The key is fine. He's in trouble. You gotta go to him.
So I believe you got a +1 extra die, right? So why don't you give me some smooth speech?
Why don't I do that? I got 2 6s, but why don't I freely re-roll those 3 dice that did not come up as 6s?
Absolutely.
Why don't I get Yahtzee, baby?
No way, really?
Kidding me? 5.
That's amazing.
5
That is
sixes.
fantastic.
Oh, wow.
That is what we call an impossible reaction. So
Take command of the situation.
That means they salute before they run off and do whatever you
yeah.
say.
So the security guys go, no, I got one better. So security guys, the one guy looks at you and says, sure thing, Max, sir, you got it. We're heading right up. And he goes, and the other guy says, everything's good, right? You want me to just reset the alarm?
I mean, yeah, go check on the boss. But yeah, reset the alarm. We don't want anybody thinking anything's happening to the key. Somebody's trying to get it. I'm taking it somewhere safe. We don't want them knowing that we're taking it somewhere safe. You got it?
They thumbs up, and they both run away. And then like seconds later, the alarm shuts off, and the elevator button turns from red to green as the elevator doors open, and you guys on the top are able to get in. You get in the elevator, you head down to the first floor. As the doors open, you see walking, like at this point probably, like walking / race walking a little bit. You see Cash and Azuri walking with the key in between the two of them.
And I say, I love it when a plan comes together.
There we go. And at that time, and I'm just gonna throw a gimme. Azuri closes his eyes, and you hear him whisper as he holds his other hand up in the clicker, and he whispers, start answer, and presses a button, and all of you reappear on the bridge of the start answer, and the captain is Velmarella. You drop off the TP outside.
I ask if she's okay.
The train.
I'm a little concerned.
The captain says, "I'll be fine."
I give her a card back.
I'll be
And
fine.
I'd like to throw a wrench in this little heist here.
Do it.
We
Why?
don't know where Sable is.
Is that really a wrench? Or is that like an added bonus?
That's just like we're gonna have to go and rescue her like now on the next adventure.
I'm not following how you connected that with what you said. I'm kind of lost on the whole.
The captain
Why that is
still
a
likes
thing.
her.
So as you say that, you hear over the comms, hey guys, I'm I'm just gonna hang out here for a little while longer and do some booger spitting and drinking, and you guys just come pick me up on your way back, okay?
I think we're all persona non grata at the casino.
Cash says, "Yeah, sure, no problem. We'll get you on the way back." Sure.
Okay.
So, all right. So that we will conclude for this evening. So where we have ended up in this part, which I definitely would say, Chris, that we'll get through the next. It'll be 2 more sessions, and we should be aces with completing this little side quest one shot.
All right. So we'll have a nice Christmas themed Halloween episode.
Christmas themed Halloween episode, and then we will
or Halloween themed Christmas
officially,
episode, since it'll be about a month out.
we should, and then we should officially return back to Windshire at that point with your Windshire characters, one would think. So you have the key, you have the singularity key, and you know that the next place that you're going to need to go to is the Starship Graveyard, which is on the outskirts of the galaxy that you're in currently. So in the next session, we will begin your journey to the Starship Graveyard, and it's there where you will find the vault, and that is where we will stop.
Right on.
All right.
So thanks.
That's cool.
Hopefully you had a good time. Andrew, thanks for backing me up on rule stuff. It's very helpful. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple rule set.
Yeah,
you can mix and match anything you want as long as it makes sense in context.
Yeah, and the only suggestion I would give to you guys too is like, if you have multiple dice and you roll your dice and you get a basic success and you still have leftover dice you can roll, you don't have to just accept the basic. You can do a reroll. It's just that if you fail the reroll, you get nothing, and you can take that risk, and it's just a gamble, and it could potentially make the storytelling more fun, because then more craziness or accidents or whatever can take place as you're on this adventure.
But certain feats allow a free reroll where you don't lose your basic success.
Yepper. So that was thanks. That was we're midway through. We're heading towards the end of the movie, so to speak. And thanks for playing, y'all.
Cool. Have a good night, everyone.
Next week, yeah.
All right. See ya.
Thanks, Bill.
Later. Yep.
Bye.
Hey there, listeners. Would you like to support the Wednesday Night Crew as we go on adventures in Eberron, as well as our other adventures in other systems like Basin, Alien the Role-Playing Game, Call of Cthulhu, and many others? Then be sure to visit patreon.com/Eberron Adventures. Heck, you could be as famous as our supporters Jonathan, Andrew, and Sean. You'll get your name up in lights. Well, maybe not lights, but how about the end credits? Soon enough, we will be adding more tiers to our Patreon with cool things like character names, character creation, homebrew items. The list will be endless. So please be sure to visit patreon.com/Eberron Adventures to donate and be a part of the family. And as always, see you next week.